Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless to every single one of you. Today is September 23rd, and it's 6:28 p.m. Eastern Time. I truly apologize about the phone looking all foggy. Give me a second here, guys. I don't know what's going on with the phone. Okay, so I guess I'm in the house and it's really cold in there, but outside is really hot. So there's a possibility it might be that. So we have a urgent breaking news coming out. Very important news is coming out right now. Um, at this time, there are truckloads of anti-scale fencing are being delivered to the White House. We don't know why, but there's reports coming out. Let me show you the picture really quick here. Give me a second here, guys. All right, so there are reports of trucks, multiple trucks out there in DC. All right, so there's a possibility. Um, who knows? Maybe there's some kind of announcement or someone is coming to DC soon. But we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. So once again, at this time, truckloads of anti-scale fencing are being delivered to the White House in Washington, D.C. Such fencing is typically used during periods of civil unrest or heightened national security concerns. There's no official explanation has been provided for its sudden deployment. So a lot of people are posting pictures, and um, people in DC are saying they're seeing a whole bunch of these trucks with fencing. And so we don't know what's really going on here. But again, when you see when you see these fences, obviously something is being prepared for possibly some kind of protest. But we're not getting any information here, guys. Let me show you some of this stuff here. All right, so you have this person is also posting the information. Make sure you give this video a like. I really appreciate it. Notifications were not sent out, so just giving you guys a heads up. Anti-scale fencing is arriving at the White House by the truckload. This type of fencing is what typically used during times of unrest or major national security concern. What's happening? We will find out. Eventually, we will find out. So first truckload. So there's a first truckload unloading the fence. All right. It's sad. It's sad that we've seen this type of stuff. I mean, back in the 90s, again, the good old years and stuff like that before 2000, back in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 50s, I mean, those years were the best. You don't need no fence and stuff like that. It's because a lot of people knew how to behave. I mean, yes, there were some riots back then, but again, a lot of people back then were more humble. People nowadays are more lawlessness. And I'm not trying to be mean here, but you see a lot of these lawlessness going on. Also, we do have some more breaking news. The US president says he now thinks Ukraine can win back all of its territory. Now, I want to read this to you guys. Oh, we do have more breaking news that's coming out right now. It's about California. Department of Homeland Security says ICE will not comply with California ban on agent wearing mask. All right, California Governor Gavin Newsom just signed a bill that starting January 2026, ICE agents can no longer wear the mask. All right, but Department of Homeland Security and the US president and I believe ICE agent, will not comply. They will not comply. They will continue wearing the mask for their safety and protection for themselves and for their families. Now you got to ask yourself, why is Gavin doing this? The man that's forced many to wear their mask now all of a sudden say do not wear a mask. Here's the thing, guys. Our law enforcement, our military, again, their safety is number one priority. You can't take that away from them. Now, Gavin is a little upset because he doesn't like to see these people in his state. He doesn't like to see these ICE and military and stuff in the state. All right, so I want to show you something really quick here, guys. I just saved this too. Um, Here we go. So earlier today, the president he wrote this, and this is very important, guys. This is extremely important. You need to read this very carefully. All right, do me a favor, hit that like. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. So let's go up here. So wow, in a post just now on Truth Social, the US president says that after getting to know and understand the military and economic situation between Ukraine and Russia, and the economic trouble being imposed on Russia, I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. All right, so that's the US commander. The US commander is now admitting that Ukraine can win back Crimea and all these territory that was taken by Russia. But I remember, the U.S. president told Zelensky, "You can't get those territory. You lost them territory. You can't get it back." But now Donald is saying you could get it back. Now pay attention to that, guys. Donald is saying that you could get it back. In other words, the U.S. president is saying we will back you up and we're gonna help you get those territory back. That's what Donald is trying to say here. We will help you get the territory back. You know why? Because Donald had it up to here with Putin. That's why. He doesn't want to say it. But again, pay attention to the message that he's putting out. Pay very close attention. I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. With time, patience, and the financial support of Europe, and in particular NATO, the original borders from where this war started. It is very much an option. The US president then states that the war is making Ukraine look like a paper tiger before adding most of their money is being spent on fighting Ukraine, which has great spirits and only getting better. Ukraine will be able to take back their country in its original form and, who knows, maybe even go further than that. Ending the post by saying that we will continue to supply. There you go. There you go. Ain't no difference. Joe was doing the same thing. We will continue to supply weapons to NATO for NATO to do whatever they want with them. Good luck to all. I don't like that last part. Donald said, good luck to all. Good luck to all. I'm going to send you weapons. NATO, you are responsible. You do whatever you want with that weapon. Ukraine, NATO, good luck. So, in other words, we are getting involved. So, Donald said, after getting to know the fully understanding the the Ukraine-Russia military and economic situation, and after seeing the economic trouble it is causing Russia, I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. They can't do it. They can't. They can't win Ukraine back. I mean, the territory that was taken, Crimea and all those other territory, they can't win it back unless the U.S. get involved. And that's what I believe that Donald's trying to say here. We got your back, Ukraine. Mm. So look at this one here. Donald said Ukraine can take back all its land. Russia looks like a paper tiger. This is getting pretty ugly. This is getting pretty ugly now. I do believe that things are going to hit the fan pretty soon here. Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. I don't see that happening, to be honest. And look, guys, if that happens, you know how many innocent lives will be taken? The bear has been fighting aimlessly for 3.5 years, a war that should have taken a real military power less than a week to win. This is not distinguishing Russia. In fact, it is very much making them look like a paper tiger. Ooh, man, Donald is really talking slaps to Russia. Here's the thing, Donald, is that and I'm not backing Russia here. I'm not choosing side. But Donald, you do realize that your country, NATO, and Ukraine are still trying to stop the bear, and it's been 3.5 years, and you guys can't stop the bear. The bear's taking out again Ukraine territory. It's been 3.5 years. You're talking that the bear's weak. The bear is still winning this war. You guys can't stop the bear. And Donald knows that. Donald knows. Even Donald said that you can't start a fight with someone who's bigger than you. So basically, Donald was saying that Russia is a very big country, very powerful country. All right. So it says here the bear had been fighting. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. This is not distinguishing Russia. In fact, it is very much making them look like a paper tiger. Putin and Russia are in big economic trouble, and this is the time for Ukraine to act. Whoa. So Donald is telling Ukraine, take the opportunity and just finish them off. We will continue to supply. You hear that? We will continue to supply to NATO for NATO to do what they want with them. Good luck to all. Good luck to good luck to Ukraine. Good luck to NATO. Hmm. All right. So, in other words, Donald is basically saying there's no dialogue. There's no peace. There's no working things out. I'm gonna have to send equipment. NATO, you do whatever you need to do. So Donald is basically is the master. All right, he's the master. He's sending the equipment. NATO is the second hand, and Ukraine is the battlefield. Hmm. All right. So that's a big breaking news there, guys. Give me a second here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to see if there's any more updates about the fencing. Donald said, my relationship with Putin couldn't stop the war. Mm. Oh, look at this here, guys. I got a video coming up for this one. There was another incident that took place in, I believe this is Denmark. You guys heard about those drones yesterday that shut down the airport in Oslo? I think Oslo. Well, something else happened today. There has been an explosion in that region, as there are still explosive devices in the area. Now, police want the population to move away from windows. As of now, there is no evacuation from the area. Man, so can that be Russia? Can that be the bear doing that? All right, so guys, there's a video here. You got an Amazon driver, and the Amazon driver is being blocked by a whole bunch of protests. And do not mess with Amazon drivers, man. If you block their truck, they're gonna get out and do some damage. And and that's what's going on right now, guys. That is what's going on. Give me a second here. We have breaking news coming out. Speaking tonight on Fox, following his meeting earlier today with and statements made by President Donald, Ukrainian leader Zelensky states that the US president has shown that he wants to support Ukraine to the very end. There you go. So we were told last year that that Donald was going to end this war in 24 hours, and he couldn't. And then he was going to end it in the first 100 days. He couldn't. And then he was going to slap tariff, and he didn't. And it seems like he tried his very best to talk to Putin and try to end this war. Putin is saying, "You're not going to do it. We are good friends, but business is business, and you know about business, Donald." So Putin is not going to listen to Donald. Donald is now basically following Joe footsteps, sending equipment. Mm. Zelensky said, "God bless the U.S. president," but Putin is not getting any territory. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. God bless to every single one of you. Now, let me show again. I'm looking for some more updates about the fencing. Again, for those of you that just tuned in, this is what's going on. All right, so they got the fence out there. You guys know whenever this thing heads to DC, it means that there's a possibility some kind of event, possibly some kind of protest. We don't know. All we know is that at this time, truckloads of anti-scale fencing are being delivered to the White House in Washington, D.C. Wow. Give me one second here, guys. I got another live stream. It's going to be after this one here. It's going to be over at the Real GS News. Here's another information. Zelensky said that the U.S. president positive attitude could help end the war. U.S. president was more positive. He showed that he wants to support Ukraine to the very end. We are already we are ready to finish this war as soon as possible. What? Hold on. As soon as possible? He understands that Putin doesn't want that and is not winning. We want to end this war as soon as possible. That's very concerning. We want to end the war as soon as possible. I mean, how do you end it? With a nuclear? Mm. Sanctions is not going to work, guys. Um, Zelensky said Putin wants to go to other territories. Zelensky said, "I think he wants it. He wants to go to other territories. As I said to my colleagues, I said to them 1 year ago, look, don't wait when he will finish the war in Ukraine. He will continue somewhere. He can continue somewhere, not finishing in Ukraine." Yeah, here's the thing. The reason why Ukraine is because they're not a member of NATO. But if he goes in Poland, again, he's really asking for it. There's a possibility the bear could drop the Jeffrey list if Donald starts helping Zelensky in Ukraine. There's a possibility the bear they might have a copy of the Jeffrey list, and they could just, I mean, they could literally just drop the information. Again, the bear also have the satellite images of what really happened in September 2001. They do have their satellite images and stuff, and they warned multiple times that they could release it to the world. Um, so again, they do have like stuff like that, guys. They have their own satellites and all those pictures. And yeah, we don't want to see like stuff hitting the fan. Give me a second here, guys. Oh, we do have some breaking news. So you have Ryan, the guy that supposedly tried to take out the US commander last year. Well, he's been found guilty. All right. But what happened in the courtroom was very disturbing. He grabbed a pen and he tried to take his own, you know what? When he heard that he's guilty and facing life in prison, he grabbed the pen and he tried to, you know what? Um, and it was very disturbing image. So very disturbing image. So Ryan is the guy. I think it happened in Florida while the president was playing golf. I guess Ryan tried to take out the Donald. That didn't work. That didn't work. And so today was the court date. He's facing life in prison, and yeah, it wasn't good. People in the courtroom said that he tried to take out his own life. All right, give me a second here, guys. If you can give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Guys, I posted a video today about the digital ID, the digital ID, which I believe is also well, it's happening here too, but it's a whole new ball game system out there in the UK, and 2030 is around the corner, and I do believe there's going to be a lot of changes to come. A lot of changes. Donald called Western Europe hell because again, it's being taken over. It's being taken over by these new people that's coming from the Mid East. All right, guys, let me read some of your comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. My next video, the live stream, I do have a live stream after this one here. Um, Guys, today we talked about people selling their possession, and again, people still talking about the rapture. Uh, but it seems like there's some stories going around that some parents actually gave up the young ones to DCF, and well, they tried to do it, but I guess it didn't work out or something. Um, people, there was this one story that uh, this man put his dog to sleep, literally to sleep, because the rapture is coming. So you had some other people said that they have given up their pets, and other people were saying they sold their possession and stuff, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Rest in peace to that one dog. I can't believe that dude did that. It's just crazy. I mean, again, we're gonna talk about that over my other channel. I'll try to keep that channel updated with September 23rd. But I do have a lot more information. It's just crazy, guys, what people did. Because again, they don't want their pets to be left alone in the house because they thought that Jesus was gonna come and rapture them. But according to some of the people, they said the reason why Jesus didn't come. And by the way, these are the people that's putting out all these predictions. They say they made a mistake. They said it wasn't supposed to be 2025. It's supposed to be 2027. September 23rd, 2027. I can't believe people really fell for this lie. Literally. I mean, people sold their houses and everything. Let me read some of your comments. Someone said, "This is just sad." It is sad. It is sad. It is. It is sad. And again, like I said, we're going to talk more about this over my other channel. But people are going nuts on TikTok. And it just, a lot of that news is happening on TikTok. And, a lot of these animals, they can't get back. They can't. They fell for this nonsense. Man, unbelievable. I mean, just imagine you try to get your house back. You sold your house, you can't get it back now. Read scriptures, the first to go are the weak, someone said. Why would anyone do that? Why would the veterinarians do it? Again, they have no other choice. They got to take the animals in. If people don't want their animals, again, some of them, they can't turn them away. They take the dogs with them. But it's a possibility. I guess the same people is going to go back. Hey, the rapture didn't came. Can I have my dog back? No, we gave it. Someone else came and took it. Surprise, more chaos. Someone said. Yeah, don't know what's going on in DC, but again, in my live stream, the next one, uh, again, I want you guys to follow me at the Real GS News. The link will be in the description box. We're going to talk more about the fencing, and we're definitely going to talk more about the September 23rd. But it's still September 23rd. But other countries, yeah, it's already September 24th. Now, the question is, has people learned their lesson? Are you still going to pay attention to all these people, to false prophets, Brandon Biggs, the South African pastor, Joel Osteen, all these mega pastors? Are you still going to listen to these people? Man, it's just, I wish I could shake people and wake up. You're being deceived. Wake up. Where are you guys getting these statements from Trump? The statement is coming from Trump's social Truth Social, his platform. He's putting out all these statements. All right, so he's putting out all this information. Uh, he don't be on Twitter like that. He has his own platform, which is Truth Social. So again, he keeps the American people updated. He shares a lot of statements and stuff. But he did said that he's going to back Ukraine. He did mention that he's going to be sending weapons and that he's going to send them to NATO. NATO is going to receive the weapons. And then he didn't mention anything about NATO paying. He just told NATO, here, take the weapons, you do whatever you want with them. So we don't know what type of weapon Donald was referring to, possibly long range missiles or missile defense system or drones. I don't know. But you do whatever you want. Good luck to you and Ukraine. We got your back. That's what Donald said. We got your back. Donald also said that Russia is weak. And is Russia weak? Well, Russia came out and said that there's a gas shortage. So that would weaken their economy. Supposedly, there's a long line, people trying to get gas, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So, and the reason why, because Russia oil facility is getting hit. Uh, you have Ukraine launching drones and hitting the oil facility. All right, so that's another reason why there's a gas shortage. All right, but remember what the bear said, Russia, back in 2023, and I still remember this. The bear said, if we, if our economy collapse, if we lose this war, you guys are coming down with us, which means that, yeah, it's not going to be good. It's going to be all, situation will hit the fan. All right, give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Um, so someone said, so technically, the US commander is calling for World War III. And again, that's what I mentioned, guys. Again, that's what I mentioned. He's not saying it, but when Donald says, "I'm sending equipment," NATO, you do whatever you want with it. Ukraine, go finish off this war. The bear is weak. Get him. That's basically, basically WW3. All right. So I remember Donald said that, again, we're not going to get involved. I remember Donald said that. He said we're not going to get involved. And look, I'm not bashing the Donald, but again, sometime when people is running for president and they say a lot of things like, I'm going to end this war in 24 hours. Again, when they get into power, a lot of stuff is going to be, again, a lot of promises is going to be broken. And, it just, things change. Put it like that. Things change. Am I upset with Donald? No, I'm not. Because I knew Donald was not going to end this war. He's again, we talked about this way before his inauguration that there's no way he could end this war in 24 hours. And again, the Bible says that when spoken of peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall follow. Donald, before the inauguration, Donald said that he's going to bring peace to the world and he's going to end the war and everybody's going to live happy. He said that. I'm like, Donald, stop the lies, man. You can't stop the war. King David couldn't even stop the war. Solomon couldn't even stop the war. Again, you had God people and stuff, in power. They couldn't stop the war. And the reason why, because this is a fallen world. It's a sinful world. It's sin. You can't bring peace. True peace is Jesus Christ. True peace is the kingdom of heaven. That's where the peace is at. In this world, there will be some peace only for a short period of time, but then destruction shall follow. Because it's a sinful world. It's, Adam and Eve, they didn't listen. They had to eat from the forbidden fruit. And then they saw each other naked and then they hid themselves. And God came out of nowhere. All right, Adam, where you at, man? I got something for you. You're gonna be cutting trees down. I'm hiding because I'm naked. And God is like, who told you you were naked? Well, the woman that you gave me, she gave me the fruit and I ate it and I saw her naked. So, oh boy. I love the book of Genesis. I kind of play around with the kids and throw in all these other stuff in it. I mean, I can just imagine. I mean, yes, it was some serious stuff, but at the same time, um, I don't know. I know God was not pleased. He was not pleased with Adam because Adam pointed a finger and said, "The woman that you gave me that woman. She set me up." He basically trying to blame God when he's the one that was in charge. Instead of confessing and say, "Hey, sorry, God, it's my fault. I did it. It's my fault." Instead of confessing and admitting his error, he basically point the blame to God. The woman that you gave to me, she did all this, and I could see everything now. All right, give me a second here, guys. Mm. All right, so let me just read some of your comments, and then I will go live over at the Real GS News because we haven't talked about the September 23rd on that channel. And I did get some of the emails from that channel. People's like, are you going to talk more about September 23rd? We need some updates. So we're going to talk about September 23rd. Um, and boy, oh boy, guys, I hope that story with the dog being put to sleep by the owner because of the rapture, I prayed that's a false. story, but a lot of people saying that it's the real deal. You had some people did that. A lot of people didn't want to leave their dog behind, so they put him to sleep. Or a lot of people just, gave up their animals to the humane society, like the animal shelters. Or, but it's crazy, that people were selling their possession. Why would you sell your stuff? You can't take the money with you. Unbelievable. New Jersey, they prep. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a comment to someone else. Um, Look, rapture can happen when nukes drop. Um, yep, a rapture can happen anytime, anytime. The day when no one expects. I hope the people telling everyone the rapture is on today repented for lying. Oh no, no, those people like the South African pastor, he needs to come out. The South African pastor, because he's the one that started the whole thing. He needs to come out. He needs to apologize. He needs to step down as the pastor because you gave some false hope. And a pastor is not supposed to be doing that. A pastor is supposed to be spreading the gospel, making sure that the people are being taken care of, the shepherds, the sheeps, being taken care of. And this pastor has put out again, and I said this many times, when we get dreams, not all dreams come from God. Okay, people dream about angels. People dream about New York on fire. People dream about nuclear bombs. People dream about this and that. Does that mean it comes from God? Not all dreams come from God. All right. So a lot of these dreams happens because a lot of people just watch news about war and stuff like that. And sometimes your brain could be something very powerful. Again, when you go to sleep, your brain, what it does, love bugs. Your brain, what it does, it resets everything that you lived that day. It cleans out all the storage memories and everything. And so when you sleep, sometimes you get these dreams and stuff. So not all dreams come from God. I remember Pastor told me, Lewis, not all dreams come from God. And again, and some of the things that you think of, like the, you know, prophecy, a lot of it could be because of the things that you're thinking. A lot of it is just, be careful, Joe. Somebody, this might come up at the pearly gates, I'm gonna say. Venezuela has oil and gold. Oh yeah, Venezuela. Oh yeah, Venezuela is mhm. Venezuela once was a beautiful, beautiful country. It still is, but I'm talking about economy. They were like the top dog in South America, along with Argentina. But what happened to them? Well, they decided to listen to the Red Dragon. They became social. You know what? Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up before I leave. All right, let's make it to like at least 200 so that way I could go to the next channel and do the live stream there. We're going to talk about September 23rd and very sad. Let's see if I could pull up some of these news article and the question is, are there people reacting to it? There were some videos out there, some people are saying, I sold my stuff and now I can't get it back. That's what happens. That's what happens when you listen to someone on the media. That's what happens. That's what happens. Instead of listening to the word of God, you decided to listen to someone that lives way out there in South Africa and you believe that nonsense. And guess what? That person made a lot of money. They made a lot of money in views. I guarantee they brought in like 50, almost $100,000 because the views, if you make 100,000 views in those videos, I mean, those people also get checks and money. Thank you so much for your support. I mean, again, those people made tons of money. And now they are saying, whoops, we sorry. It was supposed to be in the year 2027. Now they're changing the year. They say that it was a mistake at the very last minute. Once the sun started going down, they made a huge mistake. Sorry, guys. We saw the calculation. It's supposed to be 2027. All right, guys. But I'm not trying to bring down people. I'm not trying to bring down anyone. But please, again, you know, the word of Christ, when Jesus says no one knows the day or hour, that right there should end it all. The social media videos and everything. Please stay in the word of God. The Bible does not give a date. Man is putting out dates. Jesus said, no one knows the date, but people follow these Looney Tunes on social media. I pray that this is a wake up call to a lot of people. Stay in the Word of God, King James Version Bible. If you need a Bible, email me. I will ship you a Bible. All right. So we do have some Bibles, brand new Bibles. You don't have to pay for it. I'll pay for the shipping and handling. If you need scriptures, if you need a Bible, if you need help when it comes to learning the scriptures, just email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are really willing to take time off and just help people understand the Word of God. But again, please try to understand, guys, that the answer, man, these love bugs, man. Ah, okay. The answer is in the Word of God, not TikTok. The Joker said, trust, someone said. Someone said, trust no man. Third temple still needs to be built for King Charles. Nah, I don't think so. Not for him. Not for him. The third temple is going to be, man, there's a possibility another 100 years from now. I don't think it's going to happen in our time. I don't think so. You still got the rabbis trying to get the red heifer stuff, which hasn't been done yet. But anyway, guys, 24, the check will bounce from YouTube. 24 to, oh yeah, man. Oh boy. Hmm. And you know what's gonna happen with all this prediction stuff? It's gonna hurt us Christians because they're gonna come after us. They're gonna come after us Christian. Again, you heard about Japan, supposedly an earthquake was supposed to a big one, and Japan was supposed to be underwater. Well, that never happened. And what happened to Japan? Their economy got hit. Their economy got hit. Hong Kong and all them, they lost a lot of money because of that prediction that never happened. All right. So, and then you have this the rapture stuff. A lot of people lost money, and that kind of hurt the economy too. So there's gonna come to a point that there will be persecution on us because you got these Looney Tunes out there, these wolves disguised in clothing of lamb. They're trying to set us up. They're gonna point finger at us and say, "Oh, it was the Christian. They messed up the economy. They all over TikTok and they're talking about Jesus is coming tomorrow." Again, these powerful people don't like to lose money. They're gonna come after us, the true Christian. And these wolves disguised in clothing of lamb, you're just gonna laugh. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here because I do have to go live on my other channel. All right. Well, I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in. Let's try to make it to 200. I know there's 215 people here. I guarantee 70% already hit that thumbs up. Oh man, you got all these love bugs. I'm gonna show you something really quick here. I just found this bird cage. I just found this bird cage, and I have to fix it up. A little piece here came off. I found a bird cage in nice, beautiful condition. Very nice condition. And so I just have to clean it up and take it in the house. I have another bird cage, and I'm thinking about getting some more birds. And yeah, the wife, she was happy. She's like, "Oh, nice bird cage." I'm like, "Yep." You see what happened when you go out and do a little bit of Uber and DoorDash? And I've seen a lot of stuff like it was a Sunday and then people threw a lot. I mean, I went to this nice, beautiful, rich area where you need to enter the PIN code and the gate opens up. It's like one of those built-in communities. And I went in there and my goodness, it was like Christmas, you know. Someone had these nice, beautiful, it was like one of those picnic tables with the umbrella. It was perfect. And I'm like, I got to drop this order. It's 2 minutes away. So when I went to drop off the order, I went back to the location and I seen another guy in a pickup truck and he just started grabbing everything. And I'm like, wow, I lost it. I lost it. But yeah, I just have a doubt that they needed to practice burning a cow. Well, those rabbis could do whatever they want because we don't go by red heifer. We have Jesus Christ. The reason why they still do that is because they don't believe Jesus is the Messiah. They doing that because they believe their Messiah is coming, which their Messiah is the Antichrist. Louis, you look a bit like my old friend from Dominican Republic. Big shout out to mi gente dominicanos. Um, I know a lot of Dominican people out there, especially in Santiago. Um, my family is mixed, Puerto Rican, Dominicans, and Black. So, and now we have my wife. She's native Indian and 20% or 25% European. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like, and I will go live in my second channel. Thank you so much, guys. Be safe. God bless. I'll see you in a few minutes. Later. Peace.